Today I'm going to walk in the richest place in Mexico City. This neighborhood is called Polanco and it's probably the most expensive place to live or to buy anything in Mexico City. I'm gonna show you a couple of streets and then I'm gonna arrive to Museum Somaya and show you a little stuff that they have. Also a big thing from Count. If you like that artist, just check that at the end of the video. As you can see here, there's a lot of people selling things in the streets. I mean, I think this is not allowed, it's not legal, but they ignore that and they just place their business here. You will probably get the food poisoning if you're eating something there, because they don't follow any regulation of food healthy or anything. I should avoid that things. This is a Korean center, Korean culture center, or something like that. I need to mention that in this neighborhood there's a lot of embassies and consuls. Probably around 70% are located here. As you can see here, a lot of houses are used as offices. They're not really usual, the houses in this place. It's more like departments of headquarters of international or a big company. And you will have to pay almost 4 or 5 times the same amount that you will have to pay to live in any other location. And this is probably the richest street in this neighborhood. This street is called President Masrid. I don't know who was that person. I don't even know if was a president from Mexico, because all of the streets have names of international people like Edgar Allan Poe or Shakespeare, Homer. You can see in the corner that there are some people charging their mobiles here. It can be useful if you don't have any other opportunity to charge your mobile. And also, there's a lot of luxury brands here. I don't know if Infiniti is considered a luxury car, but all the prices of the cars in Mexico City are more expensive than the rest of the countries. You compare the price of any car in the US, Canada, or even Japan, and you compare the same price with here in Mexico, you will find that it's almost 2 or 3 times the same amount. But you need to remember that the people in Mexico have a really low income, so that makes luxury stuff any car in Mexico. As you can see here, there's a lot of security. And kids with a scooter, that is not really common in Mexico. If you compare this with the rest of my videos, you will find that this look at least more clean. At least more clean. That's the only thing that I can tell you yet. Like 5 years ago, this street used to be different. The government increased the size of the streets and put several cross. That is really unusual in Mexico. You have to cross in the middle of the street wherever you can. But in this place, it's common. There's several cross. And as I told you before, there are not a lot of locations to live here. Almost everything is a business, an office. I like that duck. It's my favorite duck, that and the duck that you can see in the memes. The Shiba Inu. An office of Telcel here. I need to mention that the richest guy in Mexico is the owner of that company, and a lot of different companies like Inborsa and things like that. He make his empire by However, I think that this is not a really good place to live, because it's more expensive. You will have to pay almost 3 or 5 times the same amount that you will have to pay in any other location. There is not a lot of things to do here, and everything is more expensive. And also, this increases the probabilities of being kidnapping something. Because I mean, if someone wants to kidnapping you, they will probably choose this location and not a poor location in Mexico. The scooters here are also really common, as in the colony Condesa, in the neighborhood Condesa. And in the other street I found a really interesting place that I'm gonna show you. I think that is a mall, but looks like a old style house or something. The name of this place is Pasaje Polanco. It's located in Masaryk Street 360. Looks cool, you know, like a small town isolated in Mexico. I have that feeling when I'm walking here. The brands are not really famous or popular, but the building is interesting. Haven't heard any of these brands in my life before. But I think that in the next street, it's the Rolex and the Tiffany and all the things that are extremely luxury. Yeah, just here. You can see Hugo Boss. I think the Hugo Boss was the guy who make uniforms from the Nazis. Gucci in Mexico. I didn't expect that. What else we have here? What else? More Zebra Cross. This is unusual in Mexico City and almost in all Mexico. I think that here is the Rolex store. Yeah, it goes that building, and also the Tiffany's. I think that red building in the street is a hotel or something, a lab hotel. It looks like that. Maybe a restaurant, I'm not completely sure. Also, in this location is crowded by valet parking. A couple of times that people take take some things in my car. One time they steal one wheel, another time they steal one jacket. So it's not the best option to leave the keys to that guy, but there are not a lot of options. No, here is the Rolex building. Just in that corner. As you can see, it's completely crowded with cops here. I saw that they have to pay extra to have this police guys. Also in Mexico, the cops are probably one of the most corrupted people in this country. That and the politicians. Here's the Tiffany house. Another Dolce and Gabbana. Hermenegildo Secna. I don't know who's that Hermenegildo. But the name is cool, you know. And this is the Museo of Jumex. This is the statue of Cons. It's just amazing. I mean, it's not a really architectonic statue, but at least you can see that free. There are better things, but it is what it is. Here is the Museo Soumaya. The building is just interesting. Looks really strange, like a big cup. There's a lot of people sitting here. I don't know what they are doing, but they're just sitting there. And a lot of people in Mexico have weight problems. As you can see. Now I'm inside here. I'm gonna show you a couple of things. It's a free museum, you don't have to pay anything. And today is Friday and it's completely crowded. And now it's a really long walk. Walk get here like 20 minutes, just arrived at the last floor. It's a private collection, so there is not a lot of really get the stuff here, but it's free. And the building is interesting, so if you are here, you should have to visit this place. There's a lot of religious things. And the previous floor, there's a lot of marble things. And the bathroom is completely incredible. This is the cleanest bathroom that I have seen in Mexico. That's me. Now I'm gonna show you the mall that is just in the back of this building. Here is the biggest aquarium in Mexico. But it's particularly expensive to... So I will don't show you that because I don't have a lot of money. That's why I'm making videos, just to get some money with the subscriber. But as you can see, no one is wearing anything. I think that the people just come here to walk. It's just a free Wi-Fi. I guess, I suppose. I'm not completely sure. And in the left corner, that aquarium, the aquarium in Bursa. The rest is just a regular mall, nothing exciting, nothing interesting. And this is the back street that connects the subway Rio San Joaquin with the Museum Soumaya. This used to be a dangerous zone, but the government rehabilitated this, and now looks better, at least. As I told you before, the most common things here are the buildings. So it's particularly unusual to find a house here, but it's really common to find a floor to rent or to buy. And that, my friend, is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel. Support me with that. It's only 1 second and you only have to click one button. It's completely free to you. And you will allow me to keep doing videos from Mexico or any other interesting thing. So please subscribe.